In controllers using ISO programming format, spindle speed related main codes for millturn machines are
G96, G97, S, M03, M04, and M05, and G50. G96, G97 codes are interchangeably used.
G97 is used to set spindle speed value in RPM, revolution per minute.
And G96 is used to set this value either in SFM or SMM.
In G96 mode, surface speed is constant, whereas in G97, spindle speed is constant instead. S is the code to set spindle speed value, both in G96 and G97 mode. The spindle speed value comes after this S letter. M03 is used to start the rotation of the spindle in clockwise direction. M04 is used to start it in counterclockwise.
And M05 is used to stop spindle rotation. On millturn CNCs, however, other spindle M codes are defined separately for the main spindle, subspindle, turrets, and the axis heads. I'll give an example of that in a few minutes.
G50 is used together with S code to limit the maximum allowable spindle speed in RPM. Do not confuse this S code with the standard S code we use to assign active spindle speed value. The S code here has a different meaning when used with the G50 code. It is used to limit the maximum allowable spindle speed value in G96 mode.
Let's first look at this post processor, which is prepared for a millturn machine, DMG Mori NLX.
As you can see, there is no format spindle speed command defined at the top level operation. This is because, if you have a millturn machine, you may need to add format spindle speed command separately to turning and milling operations.
Let's first look at the format spindle speed command, defined in the turning operation.
As you can see, there are 4 words here:
spindle max speed, spindle speed mode, spindle speed, and spindle state.
Spindle max speed word is used to limit the maximum spindle speed for G96 mode. Let's look at the edit page of this word.
Spindle max speed word format is shown here.
G50 and S terms are used together to limit the spindle rotation speed.
And the output format of this word will be something like that. Next comes the spindle speed mode word.
As you will remember, this word was not used in the Variaxis post-processor. Because, in milling post-processors, the spindle speed mode is always G97. Therefore, writing G97 for once at program start is enough.
Let's open this word's edit page now.
As you can see, G96 and G97 codes are adjusted here. If the spindle speed, given in the APTCL file, is in RPM mode, G97 code will be written in the NC program.
And if it is in SFM or SMM mode, G96 will be written instead.
Spindle speed word is used to write the S code in the NC program, with the last activated spindle speed value.
If we open this word's edit page, we will see its format.
S letter is added at the beginning of the word.
Also, do not forget to check the list on the right. This list shows us in which operations this word is defined, and in which commands they are used.
The bold operations have this word defined in itself.
As can be seen here, spindle speed word is only defined at the top level operation.
And this word is then used inside the format spindle speed command, defined in both turning and milling operations.
Spindle state word is used to write the M codes to start and stop the spindle rotation. Let's open this word's edit page.
Here, we can see the M codes defined to start and stop spindle rotation for turning operation. Note that we've now opened the spindle state word defined inside turning operation.
There is something very important here.
When we look at the right list here, we can see that top level operation also has this word defined in itself. When I press the top level operation in this list, it opens the word defined in itself.
I see different M codes here. Instead of M3 and M4,
M13 and M14 codes are used here in this word.
This is because, in DMG Mori NLX machines, M codes used in milling operations are different.
As you can see, since the milling operation is not in bold font, it does not have this word defined in itself. This means that spindle state word, defined at the top level operation, is used by the milling operation inside format spindle speed command. And turning operations use its own word and own M codes. Lastly, let's look at format spindle speed command inside milling operation. As you can see, spindle max speed word is removed here. This is because spindle speed always in RPM mode in milling operations. Therefore, there is no need to limit the spindle speed.